With our Saints struggling these last few weeks, we're hoping a matchup against a team we've already beaten handily is exactly what we need. However, the challenges are not done for this 4-5 Saints team that is going to have to try and right the ship without Chris Olave in today's game, as he got hurt during practice this week, which means we're going to see a lot of A.T. Perry, Jawan Jennings, and then the rookie Jacoby Pearman. Eric McCoy is also out this week as the challenges continue here on the injury front. We do get a little help though this week defensively with Bryan Bresee coming off the injury report. Hopefully we can generate a little more interior pass rush this way. Bresee has 2.5 sacks this season, hasn't played very much, had a 2-sack game in our last victory against the Falcons, and we'll see if he can help generate some heat against a Buccaneers team that is only 2-8. We also have a breakout chance in this game for James Houston, who did play well a week ago and is this year's current sack leader. I think he's done a good job bouncing back for us this year, and performances like we've seen recently could get him another contract with us. And speaking of players who have contracts up at the end of the year, we don't have a lot of money, but I do want to extend Tony Adams to a small 2-year contract. Whether he's a starter or backup next year, I think that deal is perfectly fine. And we really need this defense to start playing better and rally as we take on the interception-leading Jason Tracy and the 2-win Buccaneers. Our season opened by beating this team 32-18. Now with us losing 3 straight, we've got to get things back on the winning track again. And we are underway in the 10th game of the year in New Orleans. And it's taken out of the end zone up across the 20. And the Bucs will start at their own 29-yard line. Due to an injury to Rachaad White, the Buccaneers are also starting a rookie running back, number 25, Chris Robinson, who gets the opening play and gashes the Saints immediately for a 15-yard gain. Robinson, a 4th-round pick out of Oklahoma State. He's 6 foot, 220 pounds. Runs it straight ahead and is taken down by Tony Adams. Robinson, not a fast player, but with that size, he does have some bowling ball mentality in his game. Back to the air, and a low throw is hauled in. That's Ko Keefe, the tight end. And the Buccaneers work their way into Saints territory. Working left, Tracy Chase throws it away. We got to see some more activity out of this pass rush. 3rd and 6, caught. First down to Cade Otton, and the Bucs take it inside the Saint 30. 3 tight ends now. Tracy back to the air. He hooks up again with Cade Otton inside the 15-yard line. And here are the Buccaneers with some first drive energy. Swung outside and complete to Russell Gage. Not much. They have to get inside the 3 for a first down. Tracy pressured, throws away once again. And the Saints do get some pressure on this drive and end it here at the 10. And the Bucs bring out the field goal team, and they're on the board first. So as the Saints try to get things on track again, no Kamara, no Olave. They've got what's remaining of Derek Carr's skill set. Jawan Jennings, who barely played the first 2 months of the year. A rookie, a second-year 6th-round pick, and an undrafted rookie. And the pass is caught on the first throw of the day. Jawan Jennings has 11 yards. Jennings was a late addition to the roster in preseason. Kendre Miller now working to the edge, and he picks up a gain of 3. Jacoby Pearman is the second receiver on 2nd down. Carr across the middle, and a tough grab made by Taysom Hill. Maybe we see these tight ends a bit more utilized in this game. 3rd and 1, up the middle goes Kendre Miller as he gets the first. He's done an excellent job replacing Alvin Kamara. We haven't even been using a committee as much the last couple weeks as he gets stuffed. But who do you go to in spots like this? 3rd and 9 New Orleans, and the pressure gets to Carr. Unblocked was Shaq Barrett. I can't recommend doing that. And Tampa Bay takes over at the 20. 1st and 10 Bucks with a play fake for Tracy. Caught by Mike Evans. And it's a gain of 5. Evans not matched up with Lattimore, his best friend right now. Pass caught O'Keefe. And the sticks move. Already looks like a different Jason Tracy to start this one. He is 6 for 8. First down, wants Evans, and he can't bring it down in bounds. Godwin to the right side. Robinson on 2nd down, cuts outside and gets the first. What are we doing against the run this year? It is so pathetic. Trips right for Tampa. Pass goes out to Godwin. He holds on to it. The Bucks in a rhythm here. Telling me they're 2 and 8? Tracy outside. A sliding catch for Godwin. And I don't know, that looks so much like he was out of bounds, and the Saints are going to challenge. Let's check this in slow motion. These receivers are so skilled. I think his right knee does drag. That's a catch. Nothing ever looks like a catch at full speed, but these receivers are so good. First down, end zone, touchdown, Russell Gage. Tampa leading by 2 scores. And if you thought we'd walk in here and end this losing streak with a cupcake win, perhaps you don't see just how bad our defense is quite yet. I've had to realize that the last few weeks myself. 10-0, Pierman handles the return up across the 30, and it's good field position for the Saints, who desperately need something to go their way. 2 tight ends on the field. It is a run, and Miller is lifted up and slammed down into the Superdome turf. Carr to the air on 2nd and 6. It is a catch for Jacoby Pierman. It's a gain of 4. Perry by himself, 3rd and 2. They try the run, and bouncing outside, Miller gets nothing. Tampa really trying to end their losing skid this week. They look excellent. Chris Robinson already has 55 rushing. Play fake on 1st down, and caught by Mike Evans. Those are the plays that really tick me off. Those are the kinds of plays bad defense give up. 2nd and 5, and check down. It's Gage. Fresh off the touchdown, and now gets the first down. They're going empty for Tracy, giving him 5 in the pattern. Downfield, a leaping catch, and it's Robinson breaking a tackle inside the 15, where Tomlinson catches up with him. Tommy Tomlinson's got him and cannot knock the pass away. He couldn't find it. What has happened to this team? Tracy on 1st down, underneath, and room for Cade Otton with the touchdown. 16-0 to Tampa? Need I remind you, at one point, we were 4 and 2 this year. It wasn't that long ago. Pierman on the return, down 3 scores, coughs up the football. Someone get me out of here. I can't take this. 17-0. Tracy throws this away. He is 14 for 18. We have forced a few throwaways so far. He's got time, launches, and somehow overthrows Mike Evans. 3rd and 10. Have to get to the 15. Up the seam. Incomplete. Lattimore at the last second breaks it up. But the Buccaneers have already made it a 20-0 game. The offense has barely seen the field today. They haven't really done anything. And they've got to dig out of this hole now, still without Chris Olave as A.T. Perry makes the catch. And that was Derek Carr's 5th pass attempt, and we've yet to turn the ball over on offense. Carr fires to the sideline, and a catch made by Brian Johnson. A couple first downs to start the drive. They fake it. Carr rolls right, fires out in front. Missing Pearman. He's been missing that throw for weeks. I don't think he can do it anymore. 3rd and 9. Carr offline for A.T. Perry. There is nothing working for this Saints team. Both teams entered with 3-game losing streaks. One team motivated to end it. Robinson, spin cycle on Howden. First down, Tampa Bay. We're under 5 to go in the first half. Trying to get pressure on Tracy, and he throws it away once again. James Houston nearly got to him. Bucks come out in the eye. Here's Robinson, excellent blocking, and another first down for the rookie out of Oklahoma State. 3:30 left to go in the first half. Quick throw, caught. Nice balance by Gage, and he gets the first down. This is just laughable. We can't do anything. New set of downs. Tracy avoiding the rush. He heaves the pass, and Godwin caught it inside the 5. Goal to go, Tampa. Where do we even go from here? Split backfield. Sean Tucker cannot get in. Saints call a timeout. Really hoping they can put a dent in this game on their next drive. Robinson walks in for 6. All Tampa in the first half, 26-0. We didn't look this bad against the Cowboys a few weeks ago. 27-0, a minute 47 on the clock as the pass is incomplete through the hands of Kendre Miller. Brian Johnson now takes his place. Carr fires. Caught, that's Jennings. First down. And they're going to pick up the tempo now. No time to waste, down 27 points. Carr, trouble, and incomplete. Definitely got to watch out for Vita Vea in these situations. We got 3rd down. Carr blasted again in the pocket by Logan Hall. What a mess of a first half. It's over. Get us to halftime. But the Saints look to be headed to their 4th consecutive loss, which would drop them to 4-6. A far cry from that 4-2 start to the season we had. Meanwhile, you've got the Falcons, who are working on fixing up their season after a really bad first 6-7 games. But they're trailing Green Bay at the moment. And then in Detroit, you got San Francisco there on the road, leading 13-7, as San Francisco is an NFC frontrunner right now at 7-3. I legitimately thought we were going to be a playoff team this year with our 4-2 start. And I suppose it could still happen, but this does not look like a playoff team whatsoever. Second half getting underway for the Saints, who have a long way to go to just looking respectable this week. It's a good pickup for Kendre Miller, and we'll see how much more they plan on running the football. They'll do it here on 3rd and short. First down. Pearman goes slot right. Perry's out wide next to him. Carr pressured. He completes. It's A.T. Perry up across the 45. Spreading the defense on 2nd down. Time for Carr. And a lot of room to scramble. Outside the numbers and going down at the 33. Trying to get that 0 off the scoreboard. Here's 1st and 10. Juwan Johnson on the catch. First down, New Orleans. Continuing to go no huddle. Pressure. Vea hits Carr as he throws. Incomplete. On 2nd down, they set up the screen. It's Brian Johnson. He's close to the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Saints. Johnson stays in the game, gets the carry, and converts. He's got some quickness there, and he makes it goal to go Saints. John Waters is now in the game. He's going to run the counter. Gets maybe a couple. Haven't seen much of him in a few weeks. Back to the air. And caught. It's a touchdown for Taysom Hill. And the Saints finally get on the scoreboard. We'll see if they make a game out of it, but for now, at least a good 13-play touchdown drive. I want to see some better defense here. We've got to change up some personnel, get some guys off the field. This pass is hauled in on the outside, and that's enough for a Bucs first down. Jason Tracy already approaching 300 yards passing, has a pair of touchdowns. Robinson has the edge sealed, gets the first. Taken down by Tony Adams as he is over 100 yards for the first time in his career. Robinson shrugs off the tackler and takes it inside the 20. What a dominant rushing effort for Tampa. They go out of the gun on 1st down. Tracy a lot of time, looks outside and hooks up with Chris Godwin. And we're not seeing any kind of pressure. In the backfield, that is Mike Evans. He will dive in for the touchdown. They're just showing off at this point. Mike Evans playing running back, and of course it works. It is 34-7. Derek Carr still in the game, and he loses it. Recovered by the Bucs inside the 5-yard line. Robinson, touchdown Tampa. What could there possibly be left to say about this team? Get Jake in there. 41-7. Defensive disaster against the team you already showed you could play against. Haener on the move. He's got A.T. Perry on a nice touch pass behind the defenders. John Waters is the running back. Haener wants to throw, and he got it to A.T. Perry. Following today's game, we are going to start discussing the NFL draft a little bit, and I'll give you an idea of some of my favorite players that are most pressing needs. Whatever could those be? 3rd and 1 in triple coverage. A flag down. It's incomplete. I'm not sure he meant to throw it there, but he drew the pass interference. That works for me. And Jake Haener was hurt on the play. Derek Carr's back in. He throws, caught by Perry, who is at least making the most of his targets in this game. They go with the fullback dive. Taysom Hill brings us down inside the 5. Fake to Waters, rolling right, offline for Johnson. Yeah, Carr just can't throw working to his right, it seems, anymore. On 3rd and goal, he steps up and gets folded in half. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and goal from inside the 5. Carr gets it away. Jump ball caught. Touchdown. A.T. Perry. And he is at least looking good this week. And he's not someone who's gotten featured lately. At least somebody is getting improvements to their team stock this week, as Chris Robinson is having a fantastic rookie performance. 3rd and short. This is going to be Tracy. See, they're just calling plays for fun now. This doesn't even feel like we earned the stop. Yeah, Hayner is hurt, so Carr's going to end up having to close this out. Wide open is Jawan Johnson. It's a first down catch. Under 7 minutes to play this week with Carr in the pocket. Throws a strike, and it's caught with a flag down. That's George Levens, the undrafted wideout. From the 40, intercepted, and the Buccaneers take over. Servassier Dennis. Well, I guess we're going to see if the Bucs can hit 50 soon. Robinson weaving through the defense. We've given up one 200-yard rusher this year. I'm hoping we can avoid a second one. Got the ball back on the screen. Levens gets a couple. Under 4 minutes to go in the ball game now. Carr steps up. That's Perry boxing out Devin White, saving that one. Perry continues a strong performance, and Vita Vea just flattened Brian Johnson. They got motion and a flip here. Jacoby Pearman heads outside. He's got space. Up the sideline, inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, Derek Carr had a 3-touchdown passing day without Chris Olave. Pretty good. But I'm afraid I would like to see a lot of new players play defense soon, because I cannot handle watching the same units do this again. I think we're done here. Mercifully. The Buccaneers have won 41-21, and the Saints have to go back to the drawing board defensively. We've made some changes schematically. The results look to be about the same. Might be time to see if there's anyone left we haven't tried on the depth chart, or even explore some other options on opposing practice squads or whatever. Yeah, 4 losses in a row, 4-6. This just... I know we're a rebuilding team, but wow. I know we traded away Tyrann Mathieu a few weeks ago as well, but we got so much worse the last 3 games. We lost this game with the offense barely even setting foot on the field. So we fail our breakout scenario once again. We got a couple pressures on Tracy and could not sack him, as he looked very competent today. Who thinks we get back on track against the Philadelphia Eagles next week? All eyes got to be on the defensive coordinator here. I think we're looking to go in a new direction next year. I'm not sure if it really makes a whole lot of sense to fire a coordinator here in season. I don't know if I can immediately go and hire somebody. I don't think I've really even thought that through before. But I'm certainly going to see if there's anybody else, especially in the front 7, that hasn't gotten a chance to show what they can do yet. I mean, we just gave up another dominant rushing effort, a player of the week performance to Chris Robinson. For those wondering, I am playing on the MAT 10 sliders, but I always like my CPU run blocking a little bit higher. I think I'm going to drop it by a point. Matt has his at 20, I've been playing at 22, and it does make a difference, like 1 point to the next, I've noticed with his sliders when it comes to blocking. Like 1 point can be a big difference, and 2 can sometimes be too much. So I'm going to drop it down to 21. And then we'll battle test that for the rest of the year, probably. And if we cannot turn this around, play better games, or win anything here shortly, then we're going to work on summarizing the rest of the year and take less time to get to the off season. I wanted to start incorporating some sped up processes in my series when the seasons make sense for that, but when you're more of a middle-of-the-road team and the team complexion is always changing. You know, last year it never made sense to like condense games into one video. It didn't do that in my last season of UTSA. But if we start having a bunch of bad games, like we're just going to get on with the rest of the year a lot faster and not make everyone its own video. So we got to start talking draft here shortly because we got to rebuild the defense. And I still think there are ways this defense is going to get worse in the near future. For instance, Demario Davis retiring at some point. Or maybe a trade of somebody because we could use some more draft capital. Let's take a look at this year's draft class here, where I've been focusing a lot on the defensive side. Our national scout focuses on defensive ends. I am also looking at the top safeties, because I would love to find a high-level safety to build a defense around, and Marcus Caldwell fits that. For what I want from a safety right now that can play man, zone, has good athleticism, I'm kind of forcing myself to take that guy early, because complete safeties aren't going to be around later. But I also have to think about when are we addressing pass rush. That is the most pressing need, and it's where the highest paid defensive players play. It's an important spot. We're broke. We've got to use a first-round pick to fix this front seven, you'd have to think. And there are some pretty good options, I feel, in this class. I'm really interested right now in Andrew Madden. I love really athletic power rushers. I feel like I've had more success developing those guys than the finesse rushers, which are a huge coin flip. But there are players across the board, all positions here. And I also have identified a 371-pound nose tackle who could be intriguing if we have the mid-round pick to use. He's got athleticism as well. So Justin Medlock, I am intrigued to say the least. I'm even looking at tight end because I'm not sure we can afford to bring back Jawan Johnson. And there are more players we'll start to dive into specifically in upcoming episodes. But if we only have a first and 2 threes, no second round pick, there might be a need to work some more trades. And that could mean maybe a player like Marshawn Lattimore in the offseason, which would make this defense even worse. At least quarterback is the position that looks strongest going forward. And if our defense continues to look as bad as they have lately, we might have to really empty this team out and work on the rebuild, because a defense like this is just a waste of time. Thank you all for watching today's episode. There's more on the way. Who knows what to expect? Have a great day.